What's going on, guys? Angel Ram here, and welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video, first off, this is a new daily kind of video type. There's you guys know, there's been Walk Wednesdays, Separate Sundays, and Freaky Friday, the newest one. Walk Wednesday being the first one. Now there's going to be a new one called Talk Tuesday. I know it's kind of out of the blue, but I just want to make videos kind of to talk more about other things I want to speak. That's where I can do the Street Fighter video is going to talk about. Maybe I can do it on Talk Tuesday where I can just talk for a long time. Kind of like a podcast. I was thinking about just making a podcast. But yeah, that's kind of what Talk Tuesday is going to be about. So today is going to be the first Talk Tuesday. Mostly because I feel like Separate Sunday is becoming what's it called? I want to do more things with those separate videos. I feel like Separate Sundays are going to be mostly not just things that are one-off gaming videos, and one-off kind of videos in general, but like videos. I'm going to focus Separate Sundays on different things in those games we play, or stuff like that. So yeah, I remember one I did where we just found secrets in different games that we've already played. So that's gonna be kind of Separate Sunday. Freaky Friday, it is gonna stay because I just feel like it's a good kind of thing to play freaky games, spicy games on a Friday only once a week, just to make those kind of games last longer, instead of having to do the other ones where we just post daily on the same game and then we beat it in a week or two. But so Freaky Friday can be reserved for those kind of games. But yeah, enough about that. So for today's Talk Tuesday, I want to talk about a little kind of passion I have, or not passion, interest I have that's not just games, and that I think you guys seen and I've talked about a few times, is anime. So I'm a huge anime watcher. And I watch a lot. This year I haven't watched so many as I used to, but I basically just watched enough to make this list in general, or else I would have not made this list. It is a top 10. So I've watched just from this list, it's 30 maybe. After doing some counting, I have watched 45 so far. So, and I'm watching one, and I'm gonna start watching another next year. But I am going to only do the top 10 of this year that I've started watching this year, and finish this year. Well, I started some last year, but I finished them this year, so I figured I'd just put them in the same list. So, yeah. I'm gonna do one of gaming in this same video, but it probably won't be posted till next Tuesday, because I feel like it should be jumbled up. So I'm just gonna do one of them right now, and then the next one of next week. Maybe I should do both. I don't know, because next week is a new year, and I kind of wanted to do both before the new year started, but we'll see. Maybe the other one will be for Separate Sunday this New Year's. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna record both right now, so if you guys see me in the same outfit, it's not because I didn't shower, it's because I'm doing both right now. And I will post one today, and we'll post one Sunday, or post two today, post one today, post one next week. I don't know, but you'll see this same Angel Ram in a different video, not just today's. I don't know, but yeah. So anyway, so the 10 anime I've watched this year are the following, or finished this year, because I watched them last year: Attack on Titan, Toradora, Cowboy Bebop, Erased, Food Wars, Bungo Stray Dogs, Goblin Slayer, Danmachi, Kill la Kill, and the Apothecary Diaries. Yeah, so that's what I watched this year. I don't know. See, this is kind of what I just. This is actually the first time I haven't. This isn't the first time I recorded this video because it was originally going to be a different anime at the last one, but I ended up starting this other one and then finished it. So yeah. Okay, so I was doing a bit of thinking in my head, and I have constructed the list because I kind of knew it was gonna be top 5. I just don't know what the rest are gonna rank as. So okay, let's get this list started. Number 10 is okay. Is Goblin Slayer. Now I don't know if I want to describe it kind of because I don't know if it'd be too long of a video, but Goblin Slayer, to break it down very simply, it's what the name of it is. Basically about this starts off as this girl goes to a cave and fights some goblins with some people she encountered with. So they team up, they go, her team, spoiler, kind of dies. Then the Goblin Slayer, who's the MC, saves them, and the whole story from there on out is that girl joins the Goblin Slayer and they go kill goblins, they meet new people, and do all that stuff. So yeah, that's basically what it is. And it's I don't it's not like I don't like it or anything, because there was a very dark moment that happened in the first episode that kind of was like, so yeah, that happened. And like I'm kind of like making this list comparing them to each other, so out of interest this is last on the list. I wouldn't even put it in my top 10 of all time. But yeah, like I was kind of thinking about doing a top 10 of all time, maybe in the same video. Or, I don't know. I'll think about that. Because maybe, we'll see. Anyways. So, yeah. That's going to go at number 10. Number 9, though, is going to have to go to Erased? Okay, yeah, Erased. So, Erased is basically like this anime. It's kind of hard to describe because it had a lot of things happen in the same time. Basically, it's about this guy who had a normal life, who had like a kind of a power to see into the future-ish, or go back into the future to prevent something. And his mom dies, so he tries to use his power to go back before his mom dies so he can save him. Because it also looks like that he killed her, but it wasn't at all. And yeah, he ends up going too far back to the point where he is a child, and he ends up trying to live his life. He finds this girl he wants to go save as well that went missing around his time period when he was a kid. And he then shows him how he does that. I don't want to spoil too much of the plot or anything, but that's basically because it's not like an ongoing story. It ends in one season. So yeah, and it's pretty short actually. I think it's only 12 episodes or 24, one of those two. I think it's just 12. But yeah, why it's over Goblin Slayer, I just kind of like the plot twist of who that ended up killing his mom. That was like, wow, that was very surprising. I liked how the plot was going, and the plot twist was like, it was really good. Also liked the opening a lot, like the intro, the song, more than Goblin Slayer. So yeah, a lot of people have different opinions on that ending of it, which is fair, but I am cool with it. I like it. Yeah, it would have been cool if a certain thing happened, but it is what it is, and I don't have a problem with it, me personally. So Maybe I should do another video on that, but we'll see. Yeah. Anyways, next up we have Cowboy Bebop. That's gonna be very controversial because I know it's very popular and it is liked a lot, and I don't hate it, and you know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just not compared to everything else I see, and I don't like it. It's making me seem like I kind of don't like it, but I do like it. But I kind of forgot a lot about it because I kind of watched it towards the beginning of the year, and I didn't pay attention for some episodes. So yeah, it was kind of like a little confusing at some parts, just that I didn't pay attention to them. So it's more like a skill issue. Like if I rewatch it sometime, and yeah, but I put it above those two because the parts I do remember and the ending it's very good. Like the story that was leading up to, it was awesome. It was awesome. And a lot of cool characters, very, very interesting, unique story from what I've watched so far. So yeah, that was also kind of refreshing, and great music. It is very old, but I do like the animation of it. And yeah, the story, I'm pretty sure it's popular enough, so you guys should know what it is. If you're watching this video and know about anime, you should know what Cowboy Bebop's about. But it's basically about this guy who... I can't even describe it, honestly. Because it's a bit complex, but... yeah. So, that's that. Sorry I'm not talking too much about them, because I'm more excited about talking to, like, the top 5. Speaking of that, number 7, we have Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill, I'm not even done with it. But just based off 20 out of 24 episodes in, I'm gonna watch the other 4 like today, maybe. But just off all of I've seen so far, I like it more than the others because it's a very interesting story and it's very funny. Like, it is kind of a comedic show and it's very funny. So the action, it's pretty cool. The characters are cool. The characters are very funny. So now the ending, how it's going, it is very like, it's not what I expected at all. How the main character, basically her main goal is the main character Ryugo. I don't remember. I just saw it like a few days ago, but I just forgot what it was. But yeah, the main character is her dad dies, and she's trying to find out who killed her. And she has a weapon from her dad that was kind of like 2 different parts. So she goes to the school where she thinks she knows the person who killed her or knows info on what. So she goes there, and then she just kind of just tries to outrank her, kind of, to try to learn more info. And a lot of things happen that kind of, different. But yeah, that's what I can say about it. Just from how it's going right now, I like it more than the other ones. So, but depending on the ending, I guess I shouldn't even rank it, huh? But we'll see. We'll see. But I just like it how it is now, more than the other shows. Which I don't know if that's fair or not, but it's my list. So again, that's number 7. Number 6 is probably gonna be Don Machi, or I'm not gonna read Japanese, but it's long name is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? That's the actual name. It was really tough between that one and Kill la Kill at number 6. So yeah. Anyways, the show is basically about this guy or this boy who just lives his life and tries to become stronger because he can't use magic until he finds a book. Kind of like Black Clover. If you guys seen Black Clover, it's kind of like that. But how he trains is you basically go into like this giant tower where there's monsters. So he goes there. He ends up fighting people. I don't know. Because the story changes a lot between the seasons. There's 4 seasons, and it all kind of different things. Like at the first one, he just seems like he's just trying to be stronger because he's trying to rizz up this girl character that's in the show, who ends up saving him a bunch. So yeah, that's cool. That's funny. I don't know. Honestly, I think I might just put down at 7 and then put Kill la Kill at 6. Because I don't know, just isn't compared to everything. I'm gonna put a 10th, honestly. This is the problem with last time when I first recorded this. It was like factoring everything that I've watched from the other shows. It's kind of hard to rank them. Like kind of like stick to it when you think about all these different things about them. Like it's just a lot. It's just a lot to think about. Like, and for me, it's the story. Like, what had a more memorable story, memorable characters, like stuff like that. Like story parts. The stories what mainly carries an anime to me, not the visuals or anything like that. So I don't know if I should put Danmachi that high because the story compared to everything else was kind of, it should be like very. Maybe I put Danmachi at 9, then Erased, then Cowboy Bebop, then Kill la Kill. See, this is another reason why I was contemplating to even do this video, because I don't know what to put things at, so it's so hard to do it. But I do know the top 5, so top 5. Number 5 is the quick Google search to pronounce the name later. Number 5 is The Apothecary Diaries. It's actually, I think, a new show that started airing not too long ago this year. I'm not sure when, but it wasn't that long ago. I just started watching it like a couple days ago, actually. Because the main reason what drove me to watch it was that the visuals, because I saw like a couple posters for it, like promotional posters on social media. And the visuals look kind of insane, like the animation. So I thought, oh, okay, that looks good. And then I saw it on my feed of different like images of different characters from the show. And like, okay, let's see what all the hype's about. And something that I don't really get from a lot of anime nowadays is getting interested on the first episode. I know that may seem kind of like, but like most shows that I've watched, it took like a couple, like at least 2-3 episodes to get interested into it. But this is one of those rare shows that I got interested in like the first few minutes of the first episode. That's mainly because the intro is a banger, and the animation is absolutely beautiful. It looks so good. It looked good. The music was great, and when I actually started watching it, the story is actually pretty interesting. It's basically about this girl who just has a normal kind of basic life with her dad, and she also likes to play with poison and medicine, stuff like that. So she knows how to make poison, how to deal with it. She's immune to it, actually, because of how much she kind of like messes with it and medicine. So like, yeah. And then she lives like in a bad neighborhood, so she puts on makeup to make herself look uglier to not make her get kidnapped, but she ends up does anyway, and she gets sold to some other people who they turn into a servant. She ends up being a servant and ends up working for them. But one day, someone gets sick there, and she knows how because she messes with poison and stuff like that. So she ends up like anonymously telling them how to fix it, like what caused it and stuff. So yeah, then they find out who it is, find out who she is, and she ends up being like, they kind of like, they call it the lady in waiting, but she ends up just trying to decipher different poisons and makes medicine, how to stop them, and that's how the whole show is. And more things happen and stuff like that. I'm not also done with the show, but I just need like 2 more episodes. But each episode is different, almost. I just think it's a very interesting story, and it looks great visual wise. Like, I think that might be the best visually looking anime I've seen all year, besides Attack on Titan. Yeah, besides Attack on Titan, I think that was the most visually for animation. It probably would have been number 1, but no. Yeah, so like I said earlier, the main reason was for the animation, and the animation that made me was driven to watch it, and it did not disappoint at all. The opening is amazing. It's one of my favorites of all time, actually. So yeah, I'm almost done with it. I'm gonna finish that one and Kill la Kill soon. Like, maybe when I'm done recording this, or sometime this week. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna put that. It's actually kind of sad because I'm not done with it. It's a new show, and it's better than all those, which I feel like could have been better. Oh well. Yeah, it's gonna go at number 5 for me. Number 4 is Toradora, which is like I don't know. Toradora is basically about this. It's gonna sound kind of the same. It's basically about this girl who, just off top of memory, because I watched it like a long time ago as well, who transfers over to a school, and I forgot what it was about. I just remember how good it was. I just forgot why it was so good. It's about this girl. I know that. She has a rough life since she transfers to the school, and then the main character guy tries talking to her, but she's very rude and doesn't like him, and they don't like each other. But then they end up getting closer, become friends. They actually are neighbors. Then he finds out about her backstory, and she actually moves away. Like, yeah, she moves away. But then they get married, even though they're in high school. It's kind of a weird story how I'm describing it, but it's good. You guys should watch it. Because I don't know how to describe it. I liked a lot of it. Like, the story was very wholesome. The characters were very funny. I like the music. It's another thing that makes me kind of like anime more is the music. I'm very into music, kind of like listening to it. So I like the the OSTs that were playing, and the intro was the first one was really good. And yeah, it was a very interesting story. I just don't remember. I can't remember it on the top of my head. But yeah, that's basically that. I do think the story is more interesting than everything I've covered, except maybe Cowboy Bebop. That could have been higher. I should have been higher, honestly. Maybe that's number 6. See, another issue. I'll end up telling you guys the list at the end. Just put it on screen, but so don't listen to me ranking them, and then I'll end up telling you as I'm editing this video what it is. But yeah, number 3 is going to be Food Wars. Yeah, Food Wars. Number 2. I'm just kidding. Food Wars is basically, as it kind of can tell, Food Wars is like a slice of life about a boy who used to work with his dad at a restaurant, but the daddy kind of just left. He went to get the milk. So, but he sent him off to culinary school, and he goes to school, and he's just he's a student there. Honestly, that's just gist of it. Because there's a lot of things that happen, like a lot of cool things. I don't know why I'm acting so lazy to describe these shows, but that's basically because the thing with like that show and a lot of other ones, that the story isn't very focused on one thing. Like that's why Damachi, I couldn't describe it well, because each season had its own main focus, and that's kind of the thing with Food Wars. But I guess the main goal in Food Wars was that he wanted to beat his dad, because they would always have a cook-off, but he would always lose. So he wants to surpass his dad in cooking, and he also wants to run his dad's restaurant, I think. And yeah, he ends up getting a bunch of friends and stuff like that. The main reason why I didn't want to watch it at first, because I seen a lot of sussy stuff about it. You know, all those, you know. But when I actually started to watch it, it was when I was in like high school, and I was taking culinary at the time. And also at the time, I wanted to major in food, like, because I still do, and I liked doing cooking just for fun, and you know, make different foods, learn different cuisines, and do all that stuff. That's actually why I took culinary in high school, was because I wanted to be a chef. But that ended up failing. I had to change majors, not for bad reason, but I just found my new major to be much more interesting and fun than culinary. I do like cooking, and I still do cook now for fun as well. I don't hate it. I like doing it. And when I watched Food Wars, I was in like kind of like my prime culinary stage, and it just made me more motivated. Like, oh, I want to do that. I want to be like the MC for real. But yeah, that I just enjoyed it a lot, because I was in my culinary phase, and even when I was not, I still watched it. It's still really good. I still really enjoyed it. It was a fun time watching it. Really funny show. A lot of great characters. They actually had one of my favorite tournament arcs in anime. I know from a cooking show, it's kind of weird, but it's a very great tournament arc, and it's so intense. Like, I feel like kind of like a KOF kind of, where they had to go to different locations to fight. They're literally going around into so many different areas to do this. It was pretty interesting. But yeah, but anyways. So yeah, I guess it's maybe not fair. Maybe if I didn't like cooking already, it would have been a bad show. I don't know how to describe it. It was either that or two, honestly. So yeah, I just liked it a lot. It was a very fun watch, and for a culinary, for a wannabe chef at the time when I started watching it, it was very enlightening. I wanted to make so many foods with what Soma, or the MC, made in the show. But you know, after I did a catering experience and did the final in my second year of culinary, it calmed down a lot. So yeah, I still like cooking, like I said, but professional cooking I don't think is for me, so that's just not gonna do that. Anyways, Food Wars is at number 3, and number 2 is Bungo Stray Dogs. Now, Bungo Stray Dogs is a very surprisingly good show. The reason why I say surprisingly, the reason why I started watching it was because like last year, Damn Juice got me this sticker of Bungo Stray Dogs, even though I haven't even watched it. He thought it was from a different anime I watched. I thought, oh, okay. And I had nothing to watch at the time, so I was like, oh, I'll just watch where this is from. And We'll say the first 2 seasons weren't that interesting. Like, they were good. They were good. They were good. Like I've said, they're good. But it wasn't nothing to brag about. The first episode, okay. Another thing about Bungo Stray Dogs, like every other anime I thought about, like the seasons don't. Well, not towards the end, but they don't like have the same story per season. It's just different things happen. But season 2, for starters, disclaimer, a little hate. I did not like it. Like, okay, it's about the season 2 is like about the backstory of this one character, kind of a main character, and it just describes like his life before where he was now in the show. And yeah, that happens, and then I just thought it was very boring, to be honest. But yeah, that's just my least favorite season from it. Season 4, and then every season after that was so hype and so peak. Like the story got super good, and it started, and all the fights were really like, kind of like nail biting. Like they were so interesting, and they were so like, what's gonna happen next? Especially how it ended, because the last season ended this year, I think. Not the last season. I hope it's not the last season. But the current season it was airing, it ended this year, and it left on a cliffhanger, which sucks so much because the ending was like, oh, we finally saved the day, but then something happens, and then it says to be continued. Like, what the heck? It was so bad. I don't know how to describe it because it didn't continue. I'm just being mad that it didn't continue. So that's the only thing besides season 2 and that cliffhanger. That's the only bad things I have to say about it, because the show, a lot of cool characters, a lot of very interesting characters that are, most of them are fleshed out and have interesting backstories. And the reason why they're there is very sad, kind of. But yeah, it's actually not that talked about. I feel like Bungo Stray Dogs is pretty underrated, from what I've seen. I don't see any much. I know it's kind of it's popular, but not as much as I would hope it would be, because it's not that much I've seen online talked about. But yeah, Bungo Stray Dogs is gonna go to number 2. Like I said, it was very surprising. I liked it because I didn't. Just based off looks, I thought it was going to be kind of boring, and it was at first, but it got super good. It got really good. But yeah, that's Bungo Stray Dogs number 2. Now, my favorite anime that I watched this year is not surprising, I guess, from just looks, is Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, I started watching it last year, towards the end of last year, like, sorry, maybe November, December, October, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what Attack on Titan's about. If you know anything about that, you know what it's about. It's too good, man. For the only... Sorry. Start thinking about it, like the end. Okay, first off, the ending dropped like 2 months. Not. What am I saying? Like a month ago. And it was amazing. I loved the ending. I thought it was very interesting. The main reason why it was the season 2 and season 3 were like the things that made me really, really like it. Because like I said earlier, the main thing that makes me like an anime is the story. Because I know people like animes for visuals and stuff like that, but I like it for the story. So yeah, I thought the season 1 it was interesting. It was cool. Season 2, when they started to like just flesh out the Titans and the characters, then I thought, okay, this is pretty interesting. And it was kind of scary, honestly. Like, till this day, I feel like season 2's ending It was like the scariest piece of anime content I've seen. It was honestly very, very creepy. So, yeah. Then season 3 happened and it was absolutely amazing. It explained so much lore. The lore was so good. And it kind of makes you think, honestly, like, and then one certain character kind of, you know, you guys know Eren Yeager, that guy, but another character that was very important that kind of was like, threw me into like a question stage. What question stage? What am I saying? Like a state of confusion was Eren Kruger, because I still don't know what he meant. Hold on. Okay, after careful consideration, I think that. Oh, and the Demon Slayer new season as well dropped, and it was good. I like Demon Slayer. It's not my favorite anime, but I liked it. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say. To wrap things up, this is my list. After all that rearranging and everything, that's probably what it's gonna be. A lot of different options. I'm sorry for the talking, but this is what it's going to be from now on. Well, not from now on, but also another thing I want to kind of like talk about, that you notice there's not like a lot of Walk Wednesdays anymore or Separate Sundays, is because they're just there. Like when I do a Walk Wednesday, I'll do it on a Wednesday. You won't see me walking on a Thursday or any other day like that, unless it's Separate Sunday. Like, if I want to post a regular video on a regular day that's not Friday, Wednesday, or Sunday, I can post those days. It's not like every Wednesday is going to be a Walk Wednesday. You've seen I post videos that are not on Wednesdays. So, like, that are not walks as well. And Sundays, I don't always post something separate. But those are just placeholders when I want to do one of those kind of videos. So, if I want to do a video not gaming as well, and not a Talk Tuesday, it's gonna be it. Except Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday is always gonna be Freaky Friday just because it's always a game. Yeah, and I only get to play it once a week, so that's gonna be that. So besides Freaky Friday, every other day of the week, I can do different videos. So I've been thinking about making a different channel, and it's a lot of things that I want to do with this channel now that I'm focused more on it, because of, even though I'm in college, which for starters I'm in break, so that's why I'm posting more. But even after that, I don't go to school that much anyway, and I don't have a job yet, so I can still go to school and do this. A lot of which. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore, but that's because something else I want to talk about for next Talk Tuesday. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the gaming one right now because I haven't really thought about it. I just wanted to do both, but I don't know what to put in the gaming one. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, like and subscribe. If you want to see more Talk Tuesdays, let me know, because I will love to talk about different things, different games. Mostly I wanted to talk Tuesdays, talk about different games, lores, bits. Just get people on here to talk with, because I wanted to do Talk Tuesdays with different friends, maybe Damn Juice, maybe my family. Get people in here to talk with about different things. Talk about anime, talk about games. I don't want to do like a regular podcast, talk about life. Seems kind of boring, so I just want to talk about games, anime, fun things like that. But yeah, that's gonna be it. If you guys did enjoy me yapping for an hour, I will be posting a regular video tomorrow for Walk Wednesday. I don't know if it'll be a walk. Speaking of which, I have a huge Walk Wednesday project. It's not dead. I have something in the works that's going to take a long time for it to do, involving Walk Wednesday, because Walk Wednesday is getting a huge update very soon. And if you guys enjoy, like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for Who knows? Gaming or walk Wednesday. Bye.